Hi there, welcome back for some more Hearts of Iron 3. This is the sixth episode. We have recently annexed Austria and part of the Sudetenland in Czechoslovakia. As you can see here, we are now somewhat prepared for our invasion of Czechoslovakia. We're going to try and attack on this axis, this axis. Our infantry is going to move in from here, the east, or the west, sorry, and we are going to attack towards Bratislava down here. And the reason we're doing that is the VPs are both up here and one down here. There is a fourth one over here, but we don't really need that. It's only worth 2 points. Not a big deal for us to take that. And the national unity is about 75%, so we don't need that one at all. We only need these three here to finish off Czechoslovakia. So let's unpause the game, speed it up, and let's see what happens. What I'm going to try and do this game is get into combat. I'm going to just try and start the war against Czechoslovakia. It might be manhandled a little bit. I don't know if I'm quite ready for it. Let's see what our production's like, actually, while we wait. We have only one infantry motorized division coming. Three more infantry divisions. Two more fighter wings. Close air support, strategic bomber, tactical bomber. Oh, three fighter wings, sorry. And a battleship. And two tank divisions. So maybe we'll wait until about, what's that going to be? November? We might not. I really want to invade Czechoslovakia, but honestly, we might not make it. What's this? We have 43. Alright, our descent is down to 0, so we have to get rid of all this. So let's open it up here a little bit. So we got a lot of extra production right now. A lot of extra production. So we are going to, you know what, I think now is a good time. We're building quite a bit of things, quite a few things, and we need to get into war as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and change our industrial policy from consumer product orientation to mixed industry. So it'll increase our supply production by plus 10%, our consumer goods during wartime by minus 5%, our consumer goods during peacetime by minus 5%, and our supply throughput by plus 5%. And it's also going to increase our efficiency for production by 15% because we're not going to take a penalty anymore up here. But our daily descent change is going to get really high all of a sudden, and that's because this minus 20% is not going to be there anymore. So we're going to go ahead and switch, and we should have enough to cover the consumer goods here. Almost enough. So we're going to have to cut down on upgrades a little bit. Let's just go straight like that. So 41%, that's pretty good. And we'll switch that up there. And finally, that stupid little icon is gone. The one thing well, not the one thing, but one of the things I dislike in this game is that you can't X out icons, like you can't right click and then dismiss the icon like you can in Crusader Kings 2 or Europa Universalis. It's frustrating sometimes. And we have 22 extra production, which I think is going to come from our production. So once that finishes, 45. So as you can see, we've got a lot of extra production right now. Let's just put that down, put that back up. So we're gonna invest in some more divisions. Let's build a marine division. We're gonna make that one a regular division, so we're not gonna put it into reserve. Let's build a. Don't need any more garrison divisions. Could build another mountain, but I think might go with other armor. No, motorized is what we need. So let's build some motorized. And we'll put that a tank destroyer on there. And we'll build 3 of those. Okay, we'll build 2 of those. As reserves. We'll build 3 of the reserves. And we'll put that back up and drop that down a little bit. Flip it around, drop it down, whatever you want to call it. So now, excuse me, now we've got 4 infantry divisions motorized that are coming out. They won't be ready until November 28th though, so this war with Czechoslovakia might not happen. We could take them with just infantry, and if the 5 or 6 tank divisions we have but I think it's, let's just slow time down a little bit and let's see where our tank divisions are after we dismiss this. So we have oh yeah, one here. Where is it? Is it up here? Okay. So you got the one tank division there. One tank division here. And one tank division here. Two tank divisions here, actually. Where's the other one? Is it right here? Okay. So let's just, oh, we got units to deploy. So we have fighters. We'll put one more down here. So that'll make that a little better off. We have those guys there. So let's put this fighter unit up here in the north. Attach that to OB West. The reason we're going to do that is just because we want to have our land covered as much as possible. And why is that so much higher? Did we not just finish? Oh well, that's fine. We're going to go 171. I must have completely forgotten that, and that's why. Alright, we're not going to build that then. Don't want to go that high over. Keep those upgrades going. Okay. We have one more tank up here. Yeah, there it is. Attached to 2 Army Corps, so we're going to detach that. And we'll move it down here. Attach it to IX Army Corps. There it is. And that is all of our, oh no, we got the one more in Berlin too. And the SS for Fugenstrup. So let's take those guys out and we'll put them over here too. And you know what, we'll actually make a Panzer Corps out of them. Okay, we lose 2 trades. We're hurting for money now. Oh no, we're okay. Minus 1.6 is alright. Get rid of that trade though. Yep. So we're gonna make a new division here. Let's just pause it. 4th Corps, that's fine. Attach that to 4th Corps. 4th Corps. And 4th Corps now has 2 Panzer divisions and a mobile infantry division, which is good. So they'll smash through on this side. This one Panzer division here will kind of support them. It'll take over this terrain and should be good. So let's actually move these guys down into here. Yeah, we'll take that trade. Okay. Nationalist China surrenders to Japan. Close air support finishes. How is this looking? 7 out of 10. Alright, so we got 7 out of 10 spots on this airfield, so we're going to fill it up with close air support. Yeah, close air support can go there. Let's build out the close air support. And that'll finish out our close air supports. So we're going to have 3 of them by the time we invade Poland. I don't want to have too many more than that. They're good for opening up spearheads against, or for your tanks. Losing a lot of trades. Minus 2.20. Alright, we'll take that trade. Yeah, so I find that close air support is really good for opening up spearheads. So if you're attacking, say, this tile here, and you drop 3 or a unit of close air support on top of it, and then you attack, it's quite helpful towards breaking through on that spot. So that's what our close air support is going to be good for. This Panzer division is going to come over here, and we are going to build another Panzer Corps out of it. So we'll just drop him there, and we'll make a new Corps. Attach him, and attach him. Model and Reinhardt, that's good. That's what we want. Let's get rid of Hannick though on 10th Panzer Division. replace him with someone who's a little bit better. Von Arnhem sounds good. So when you switch leaders, you take a hit to organization, but we'll recover that shortly. Not a big deal. Alright, let's continue building more Panzer divisions. Panzer armor, 1, not reserved. There we go. Alright, well, good news is we are now over our limit for upgrades, and we are now over our limit for supply. Not the limit, I suppose you could say, but we are over the required amount, which is very helpful. June 6th, we're going to have 3 more infantry divisions deploy. Those infantry divisions are going to go, I guess we have all the line filled in. So those infantry divisions, I might, what do I want to do with them? That's interesting. I might put them reinforcing over here, and let's just put the simplified terrain map mode. Supporting over here. So I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can probably see that. So up here in these mountainous areas, just to really push through this towards the city and cut off the Czechoslovakians from retreating across the river. Other than that, I think we might actually be good to go. I got more Panzer divisions than I thought I had, so I think that we are able to invade Czechoslovakia as soon as this infantry finishes. There it is, right there. So let's do it. Let's put them down. No, I'm not even going to put them there. I'm going to put them... I'm going to put them in Stettin and move them over to Prussia. Let's get rid of you. Oh, I can't. I don't have quite enough ships. Forgot to build more ships. That's my bad. Infantry. Build a motorized division with a tank destroyer. There we go. Okay, so we are looking in pretty good shape right now. As soon as I get those guys over, and then I'll get this guy, student. I really don't want student leading this unit. You know what? I'll leave him there until I decide to. I'll probably upgrade 71 Infantry Division. So it's your responsibility out there to remind me that 71 Infantry Division is going to likely become our parachute division. Let's just get rid of all these guys, and we'll move them right here. Oh, I did that so wrong. I should have just... joined them all into the division when I had the chance. Alright, so that'll be our 6th Corps. Move them there. And let's get this invasion of Czechoslovakia underway. I was at Denmark. Man, I'm thinking way ahead. Alright, let's do it. Czechoslovakia. Declare limited war or declare war. If we declare limited war, our troops will attack them, and they'll attack us. You know, we'll have a little war, but it won't force Italy and Japan to come into the war. And if we declare war on them, it could trigger a problem with Great Britain coming into the war. I'm going to go declare limited war, and we'll see what happens. Conquer. Conquer Czechoslovakia. That is our intention. At war with Germany. Alright. Excuse me. So, we have extra IC now because our descent has dropped so much. We're at war, which makes sense. So I'm going to leave that on supplies for a few days. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to build a couple of... I completely forgot to build submarines. Let's build 2 submarines. And let's build a light cruiser and a heavy cruiser. And then we will Do we have any left? Oh yeah, we've got. Whoops. Let's just do that. There we go. We got 20 left. Let's build ourselves another motorized tank destroyer, and the rest can go into supplies. Okay. So I forgot to build up our navy a little bit. I'm gonna need more transports eventually, but for now that's gonna have to do for increasing our navy. So let's get this ball rolling here. We've got these panzer divisions over here. We're gonna use this guy and this guy to attack Bratislava and hopefully take it over. Medium armor should beat just regular armor. Unless this guy reinforces them, but I don't think he will. So let's deselect you and you. Oh man, our guys are really short on organization though. I probably should have waited. Czechoslovakia is fine. It's just Czechoslovakia. So 6 Panzer Division and 5 Panzer Division are going to attack. And the infantry regiment is going to attack there. Takes a little while to get started on the war, but once you do, things go well. Mountain infantry is going to attack and attack. And we'll attack there. I'm going to keep those infantry units out of it, just in case. These infantry units can simultaneously attack there. So I'm just trying to pile up as much as I can on top of... Oh, I forgot to move this Panzer Division. Oh well. Looks like they're breaking through. So we'll go that way. You can attack them, even though I think you're outmatched. Nienburg, move there, move there, move there. And finally this one. So let's attack with just 1 Panzer Division. Give me the medium Panzer Division. I don't have a medium Panzer Division. Okay. So we'll attack with these 2 then. And try and break this up, and then the rest will move in afterwards, and they'll clear out the remaining Kutna Hora and other provinces. Let's get you to attack them just to hold them up, and actually simultaneously we'll get 17 to attack there, just to tie up this Panzer division from, or this armor division from attacking and from supporting Bratislava, which we need to take. Attack there, and you will just hold there. I'm not worried about 2 provinces being adjacent to this 1 province because of the river between them. So if they do attack me, I've got a fort there as well as the river crossing penalty that they'll take. So I should be in good shape. But I did forget to move someone into Ratibor. So I'll move someone down into Ratibor so they can't take that territory from me. And that's that. So let's slow down time a little bit and we'll get this ball rolling. Attack commenced across all fronts. Czechoslovakia should, oh look at that, all green. So the green means basically that the attack is going well. It's proceeded, it's out of 100. So if the higher the number, the better off you are when you're attacking. The lower the number, the better off you are when defending. It's basically a progress of how the attack is going. So this attack is at 97%, 98%, 96, 95, 94, so on and so forth. Ireland wants fuel and fuel, no deal. So whoa, okay, I gotta get rid of all these or it's gonna just be a click fest. Open up on window, pop up, no. Okay, so we've won every battle so far, which is good. I forgot to put our air into action though, so let's get our air superiority, flying the missions. We'll just fly over all of Czechoslovakia, all of the western Czechoslovakia. I don't think they have any airports in the east, no. So we'll just do that. I don't even think they have an air force, so it shouldn't be a problem. Let's bring these tactical bombers in. We will get them to interdiction runs on all of that territory, and we will get close air support units to help break through Bratislava, where we're still, no, we can't reach Bratislava. Alright, so we'll just get them to do ground attacks, which means they'll attack anything that is not moving. Anything that's basically being attacked inside of this radius. And the other infantry, we're just going to keep these guys on air intercept over our territory. Make it a little bigger, so it covers all their territory too. And there we go. And just in case Great Britain declares war on us so we don't get caught off guard, let's put this guy on air intercept. Oops. And we'll just cover that territory as much as possible. And the same thing down here, just in case France gets involved, we'll cover as much territory as we can. Just to protect our industrial capacity so that we don't end up getting thoroughly wiped out. Our IC plummets because all of our facilities have been bombarded. Military access from Hungary. It's offering us transit rights, so we'll be allowed to move through them, so that's good. I'll take that. Always take that. Move it up a little bit, speed it up. Ethiopia is mobilizing their army. Alright, so we didn't have to mobilize our army because we declared war, which basically mobilizes for us. It still takes time to, as you can see here, we're not at full troop strength or full organization, but that is going up because we built so many reserve divisions. United Kingdom declared war upon us. There it is. The leadership of Italy assured America they were desirous of peace, but the government of Italy has now chosen to preserve what it terms its freedom of action, and the hand that held the dagger is struck into the back of its neighbor. Some indeed still hold to the now obvious delusion that we of the United States can safely permit the United States to remain a lone island in a world dominated by force. So Italy decided to stab them in the back. I guess that's going to be for Navy. They rejected their Navy. So we can choose Blitzkrieg now. We didn't choose, there's another event called Danziger War, which basically starts World War II. If you haven't already, it starts it over the Battle of Danzig with Poland, and that's when the US, or not the US, the UK gets involved and the war begins and breaks out. But in this case, because we declared war on Czechoslovakia, the war is just going to begin now. Poland isn't in it yet, but the UK is, so expect to see some bombers coming over from the Netherlands. And if France joins, is France at war with us right now? They are at war with us because we're at war with the entire faction. Yes, France is an allies member, so we're at war with the entire allied faction right now. Oh well, what are you gonna do about it? Technology. We got some more technology, but we're gonna keep it at 23. Let's increase officers now. So we're gonna put espionage down a little bit. Drop it to about 25 if I can. 28 sounds good. So 40 officers per day. That's going to try and bring us back up to 140%. But as we take casualties, of course, it's going to be a little bit harder to get to that 140%. But we are fighting Czechoslovakia, so I'm not too terribly worried. We've been attacked in Gießen. I have to get rid of this. Oh, I can't get rid of this. Okay. So the good news is... Oh, stop. Trains run on time. Alright, so Italy's having some trouble. So these guys here, let's break it off. These guys move here and here. This Panzer Division is going to now attack there, while these guys move across the river and take over the capital of Prague. We took this one, we took Kladno, which is a victory point. As you can see there, the green is now representing victory point for us, which is 1 point. And we took Bratislava, which is really good. It's 4 points. So as soon as Prague falls to the war in Czechoslovakia, it'll be over and Czechoslovakia will surrender, if there is a god. And we should be off to a good start. As you can see, they're retreating to the west. It's not really much I can do about that. I could cut them off, but I'm totally fine with them going west. It makes it much easier for me. Move these guys in here and then there. And there. Okay, so yeah, if they want to go west, let them go west. Light artillery advance and infantry anti-tank weapons. Good stuff. So now we're going to increase support weapons and small arms. And let's even put support weapons. We'll start support weapons and we will increase this to 24. And we'll drop espionage down even further. So now that the war started, espionage is out the window for me. I could care less about how it goes. You need some poor supply. That's okay, it'll right itself. Blitzkrieg. I don't want to activate Blitzkrieg yet. I'm going to save it until Poland. Or I might even wait until France. But I think we're going to wait until Poland and then declare it. So as you can see here, everything is going pretty well. Let's just move it to political. Um, Basically, we've forced Czechoslovakia into a pocket of resistance around Prague, and we've forced the rest of their forces into the east, which is totally fine with us. It's not really good terrain for us to attack into. There's a lot of hills and woods, which makes you have a little bit of a malice for attacking, but we're not going to attack them. We just want their victory points, and then we'll end the war with them. We will completely dominate them, which we are doing. So let's get that Panzer Division in there in the Battle of Prague, and there they go, retreating. So they're counterattacking into Prague now, but that's okay. We've annexed Czechoslovakia. Hey, we did it! We conquered Czechoslovakia. We took it over. It's 0-100 hours. As soon as the so what happens is I took over the victory point of Prague at about 2200 hours, 2300 hours, and time ticked over to 0-100 hours. So when you hit 0-100 hours and you have a higher amount of victory points than they have national unity, you have they have surrendered to you. It's the surrender mechanic in the game. So we conquered Czechoslovakia. That war is over. Big deal. The best part about this is Slovakia doesn't exist, so we now get all of the territory. Whoops. All the territory down to here, which if we had done it through peaceful means, through the First Vienna Award and the Treaty of Munich, or the Treaty of Munich and the First Vienna Award, I can't remember exactly the order, then we would have formed a puppet nation called Slovakia around here, and basically what that would have done is given us a nation that would have given us some IC, but it's more valuable for us to have that IC, even if it comes with a little bit more opportunity for uprising. That's the revolt map risk. So right now, it's, as you can see, it's red is bad. Obviously, you don't want to have the rest of Germany is green. What we've invaded is red and yellow and orange. That's because there's a chance of a revolt uprising there. So we're going to have to station troops across the red and orange and yellow parts and try and keep Czechoslovakia in order and not revolting. That's basically how combat works. It's anticlimactic in a little bit, but when we get into a little bit larger battles and more even battles, you'll see that there's a little bit of strategy involved. Attacking Czechoslovakia is very straightforward. I could have done it with half the units that I have, but I like to be well prepared just in case. So let's start moving units over. We're going to move this Panzer Division. We'll just select the entire division and we'll move it up here. We're getting ready now to invade Poland, so we're going to position ourselves along the Polish border. Keep these guys, we'll move this unit into Prague. Keep these guys in Prague and the surrounding area. This infantry division we're going to move down here. And we will get rid of that. And that. So basically, 3rd Army, I want to have you guys come down here. So when I attack Poland, it's going to be a very similar attack. It's going to come from as many angles as possible, and I'm going to try and surround them into pockets, especially in the northwest. But there's also going to be a little bit more strategy to it. Poland's a little bit more better equipped to fight me off than Czechoslovakia was, and they have a larger army to do it with too. And they also have an air force. I mean, the air force isn't very big either, but at least we'll see some air combat. And the Gieber Corps, we're going to move down here. Sorry, this is going to take a second. You got to move everything around. I like to think that I got pretty efficient with this, moving things around after invading Czechoslovakia, but the truth is it still takes a while. Move these infantry divisions over. Yeah, no, you know what? We'll keep them right where they are. We'll move the Army Corps up there, and we'll move this guy over here just to try and keep the revolt risk down in this area. Yeah, okay, so that's the one we just clicked on. These guys are, forgot we had that leashed army, leashed division, which is basically 2 motorized infantry. So move these guys over here. There we go. And we will... Panzer divisions, we want to move up into the north here. This Panzer division is already moving, and I think that's it. Just one last Panzer division is all we have here. So we'll move these guys up and we'll put them right here. Okay, so let's see where that takes us. Let's just get these air interceptors out of here. We'll put this one in Königsberg. Just rebase, and that's just the one unit there. Tactical, we can make him stop, and we can make them stop ground attacking, and air intercepting we can stop for now. And I don't have any air interceptors up here, right? Just the one. Okay. Alright, so for now, that's that. Let's unpause, and we will see what happens. So, United Kingdom is guaranteed the independence of Poland, and Poland has decided to attack us. So Poland is now part of the Allies, and Poland is now taking it to us. Alright, so we need to move our guys quickly and efficiently. As you can see here, we're taking a little bit of flak, a little bit of attack. They're attacking from... Well, Hertenstadt is hard to defend because you can see it borders 4 provinces, and they're attacking from 3 right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack their provinces with our guys. We're not going to move into the provinces, we're just going to try and disrupt the attack so these guys have a better chance of sort of standing on their own and surviving until we can get those reinforcements in place. And we're also going to drop some artillery on them. Not artillery, but bombers. And we'll move tactical bombers up here. We'll do ground attack. Let's do just interdiction. So basically anything that's moving will get attacked. Let's go deeper. Interdiction. And there we go. So anything that's moving basically inside of Polish territory is going to get interdicted. We're going to try that out and see how that works, and we'll get our interceptors back into the air, flying air superiority again. These guys, oh, they're not doing too bad for organization, so let's do air superiority again, and we'll just cover it up there. I don't expect the Polish army to provide very much resistance, but you never know. Let's take these 3 here, and we're going to counterattack. Let's actually counterattack here. And we'll move this cavalry up here. This is a garrison, I believe, yes. I'll attack that. Move this cavalry here, and it'll add some resistance. So basically what we want to do is slow down... Excuse me. We want to slow down the attack of the Polish until we can get reinforcements in place. We've got 10 extra supply. We're going to put that into upgrades and reinforcements too. Oh man, reinforcements are way behind. So supplies can take a huge hit. Forget about upgrades for a minute. Let's just work on reinforcements. So right now no one's getting reinforced when we need to be reinforced. We didn't take very many casualties throughout the invasion of Czechoslovakia, but we're going to take some casualties here. So let's just go ahead and do this. So as you can see, our attacks here, we win this one attack, so we're just going to stop. This attack is going well. We slowed their attack down. It went from 68 to 51. Our attacks here are not doing so great, but we slowed them down here and they stopped attacking us in Osterode. So, this is good. Once our cavalry gets there, it'll also increase the defense a little bit. So this is going okay. Our guys are still moving across terrain. Oh, I forgot to move this guy up here. Let's move you. Go, go, go. Oops. Oh, that's not good. So I'm just gonna move you right there. Actually, you can get in there and add some support. Fighter ground control advance. Okay, good. So when we get radar, that'll mean our guys are a little more efficient. So take that off. Let's do industry. Industry? Industry. Industrial efficiency, please. October 8th. Alright, that's fair enough. And you know what? Let's stop the video there. I think that's been about enough time. We are not in too much trouble, but I don't want to get this video to go too long, so I'm going to stop it here. Thanks for watching as always, and if you enjoyed it, please come back next time. I hope you have a great day. See you around.